Blu-ray charts by the numbers. So of course, the numbers of course the Blu-ray charts for all the movies. They're probably just as reliable as VD charts when it comes to tracking video games. But yeah, this is the only insight we have into Blu-ray sales. So yes, the highest selling movie is Superman Man into Tomorrow. And the weird thing is they only have Blu-ray sales tracked for this movie. No DVD sales from Superman Man Tomorrow. I think this movie did come on Blu-ray DVD as well, but there was no sales tracked for the DVD version, which is pretty odd. But yeah, that is the set best selling movie, and of course because there's no new movies, basically the charts are basically remains mostly the same because all the movies get delayed, which is really just hurting the film industry as a whole. Or a lot of new movies are just releasing on streaming only, which is gonna hurt Blu-rays as well. And people say, "Oh, features don't are not needed for Blu-ray." And yes, movies like Souls World Tour and Scoop did release on Blu-ray, but yeah, don't expect, you know, for example, Artemis Fowl to release on Blu-ray. Yes, there was a Blu-ray release listing on Blu-ray.com about it, but yeah, don't yeah. Next movie is the True History of Gary King is a new release that also got basically subbed away for onto VOD and stuff. It finally got released on Blu-ray, and yeah, it is someone. It has basically been yeah. Next is the Harry Potter collection. Despite the Twitter boycott, it is failing. It is now at number 3. Yeah, it shows that Twitter's boycotts don't really work at all. But yeah, Ghost in the Cell doing pretty well. It got re-released on 4K and stuff, so it's doing pretty well on Blu-ray and DVD. I think that's the the movie of Ghost in the Cell that they made. The movie, and next is The Mule. That is doing pretty well on DVD, which is surprising. It's actually the best-selling movie on DVD this week. Next is Beetlejuice, which is doing pretty well on its 4K re-release as well. And yeah, it's 4K re-release. It's a classic movie that a lot of people love. So yep, it's doing pretty well. Next is Trolls World Tour, which is doing pretty well as well. It's still in the top 10 movies of every week. Which again, there's no new movies, so yeah, Trolls World Tour is actually doing better than other movies on here. Next movie is Scoob, which again is doing way better than Onward and Pixar. And again, if you look at all the animated movie critics, they said this movie was horrible, and they called Onward a masterpiece. But Onward is not selling because Onward just looked horrible to begin with. So yeah, Scoob, and also Scooby-Doo is a recognizable character. It's outselling Onward. It will probably pass 1 million copies as well, despite the critics saying it wasn't that great. I don't want to see it, but yeah, it's selling pretty well. And yeah, Rogue is doing pretty well as well. The Invisible Man is doing pretty well on Blu-ray and DVD as well on here because it got release on Steelbook, I think, and I wouldn't be surprised 4K as well. 1917 is doing pretty well on Blu-ray and DVD still. Rob Zombie Triple Feature, that's a re-release of a bunch of old classic movies. It's doing pretty well. It did pretty okay. Rampage is doing pretty well on DVD as well. It's sold 24,000. Hocus Pocus doing pretty well on Blu-ray and DVD. Top Gun doing pretty well on 4K. It's still doing well. The 4K version, I think they delayed it to December. But yeah, it's doing pretty well on the Blu-ray re-release. Despicable Me 3 is doing pretty well on DVD. Along with this American Sniper Collection, it is doing pretty well on Blu-ray because of Halloween. And Sonic is doing pretty well on Blu-ray and DVD, along with Jurassic World doing pretty well on DVD as a whole. So yep, that's basically about this video. Goodbye.